Yo, 1 2 1 2. You are now on the show with the dynamic duo, not by choice, but by necessity. You already know what it is, man. It's Views for 22, man. You live on the scene, put it on your screen. You got M Drop the J, the fadeaway perfect. You got the chef who's always cooking. You got Mo in here, Mo Schefter. So gratitude is abundance, and it is a beautiful Sunday week for football. And when I say that, I really mean that the games that are on the docket are all games that are starting to have playoff contention concerns, in which now we're about to start to see the dinner and the dessert separates from itself. Happy Thanksgiving on the way, or out of the way, because I know some of y'all are some big backs that listen to us. Hey, this is your holiday. Get that extra cranberry sauce. Did you know the average intake for Thanksgiving dinner is 3,000 calories? Did you know that?
For one person?
Yeah.
Okay. I could believe that, especially because on my part, I mean, yeah, I'll eat the turkey. I love the turkey, but obviously it's swimming in gravy. Um, but my issue is uh I focus on the stuffing,
Yeah.
focus
A
on the cornbread,
lot of carbs.
and I focus on the mac and cheese.
A lot of carbs.
So yeah, a lot of bread, a lot of dairy.
And here's the craziest thing: people don't understand this. Like the dessert is be the real one. The dessert alone is like 1,000 calories, and
Oh my
head.
God.
I'm a cheesecake head, so it's like the dessert off bat is like 1,000. So
I,
none,
yes.
none of y'all eating just one plate. So let's keep it real. So yeah, about 3,000 to add up quick.
Here's the thing though, MJ. You brought up desserts. We this is a public service announcement
Okay.
brought to you by the good folks at Views from the 22 Studios. Okay. I'm gonna say this with my chest. I don't care what nobody says.
Talk your shit.
Pumpkin does not go in desserts.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna just say it with my chest.
Thanks.
And I keep telling people this. I'm from the Caribbean. Okay. Obviously, family from the Middle East, shout out to Palestine. Rest of the blood comes from the Caribbean. I tell people this all the time, especially my stateside people, okay? And they don't believe me when I say this.
Okay.
We put pumpkin in our beans. You make a nice bean pot with some pumpkin in it,
Mm.
it is incredible, okay? Now, there's some people that make those stuffed pumpkins dishes. Those I'm okay with. I'm okay with pumpkin in meals.
Okay.
Seasoned pumpkin, I'm okay with.
Okay.
Sweetened pumpkin is a no for me.
Hmm. Hmm. I
That's my
like.
thoughts.
I like this stance because people need to see it from a different standpoint. And your background is mad eclectic, by the way.
Bro.
Like, no wonder you have such a view on life. Like, I do see why you say views. I get
We,
it.
we even have family. So I have not to do an ancestry.com right now, but we have family from Africa, South America, Middle East, the Caribbean, Spain, everywhere. Like family, not like, oh yeah, no, like family from all those regions of the world.
Man,
So that, yeah, yes, I am quite culturally inclined, I would like to think.
you are culturally inclined within. I am culturally inclined outside. Depending on the right day, I could look any nationality you want me to look. Like,
Yeah,
for real. Like,
that's true. It's true. It's
like
true.
I think I've been called Arab, I've been called Mexican, I've been called Puerto
Believe you.
Rican. Like I think this is just God's way of saying I need you to move in certain rooms, and I'm gonna make sure so you just blend in. Like it's not working out for me right now because ICE is in Chicago and even hitting the suburbs, so I can't even buy taco seasoning right now. I can't buy nothing of
Oh my God.
right now because they might think I'm one of them, and
Hey.
I'm actually just pure African American. I'm pretty sure if we go down the line, somebody did something to somebody. That's everybody.
Oh my God, yo, that's hilarious. So so
So I
so
be able
what
to
you
watch it. I can literally put a sombrero on, take it off, put a turban on, take it off, put a Yankees hat,
oh my God.
take it off, and be good either way.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna have a hard time getting a cab no matter where you at, is what you're saying. That's what
No,
you're saying. And,
No,
and here, and here's the other thing you're saying. You're saying right now you got to be a chameleon in different ways with what's going on in your city.
I have to. And
Yes.
just, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know how it is. One of my homies got mad at me. He's like, "How you stay light skinned in the summertime?" I'm like, "I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing."
Oh my God, yo. Oh my God, yo. All
Yeah.
right.
So welcome to our diverse life.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Welcome, welcome.
I just look diverse.
Nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You got
I
plenty
got it
culture.
from experience.
Yes,
This
yes,
is why
yes,
I
yes.
ask questions. This is why, I have conversations and I try to listen because I want to learn from everybody. I learn from whoever because, if you just look at it from your lens, you go miss it.
No doubt.
The whole point because there's so many ways to do things. Like I didn't know Caribbeans didn't rock with pumpkin as a dessert. I didn't know that.
I mean, some do, obviously,
Yeah,
some do. But
look,
what's more popular down there is sweet potato pie is more popular than pumpkin pie.
of course.
And I'm not even a big fan of sweet potato pie. I'm really not. Like
No.
it's just it pause. I want my pie to be creamy and sweet and
That's
more
wrong.
chocolatey caramel,
That's
little
not a
whipped
pause.
cream. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Well,
some
it's
people are like,
Sunday. Some people might be in church streaming this. I know for a fact, okay? I ain't gonna say who. I know for a fact there was somebody watching Views and Views while in church. We,
"Amen."
s- amen. We salute you because we preaching our own gospel over here.
Most so,
Hey, hey, man, they messed up just having me and you on. We ain't even gonna talk football.
y'all look, y'all learned more about us in 7 minutes than y'all thought
Uh,
we even started this. Yeah,
bro,
I didn't know that, Mo was like, 1/10 of everything that exists in life. I didn't know that. And
the
that's
funny
dope.
Bro, the funny part was one of my cousins did an ancestry.com. I'm like, why? Like, what you doing that for? And she's like, oh, I just want to see what comes back. I said, you gonna come back with a CVS receipt. Like, I don't know what you think you're gonna come back with. You're gonna come back with a CVS receipt. But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. St. Croix Thanksgiving is also special. I will say that.
Okay.
St. Croix thing, and for me, and not to put my business out there, but we here, we talking.
We talking.
For me, what was beautiful about Thanksgiving on St. Croix is the gas station would be open, and I would be at the gas station. the The best part about Thanksgiving
Okay.
is when it's time to lock up. I got about 7 to 8 plates that I'm putting in my car
Oh, nice.
from people bringing me food.
Nice.
Now I tell them, I'm like, yo, like I have a family, like I'm gonna eat, like, but it's just because they see me at work, and it's just the type of community it is down there. Like it is. I'm a little homesick, as you can tell. So
Yeah.
shout out to the
Hey,
beautiful island of St. Croix.
amen.
Uh, that is home. That's where the heart is, and
Yes,
it is a beautiful, beautiful community of people.
absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Shout in the comments. I know we're gonna be sharing this at some point. And, most of y'all are degenerate gamblers who just waiting for us to talk about the actual scores. That's the reason why we're giving you this filler of time to give y'all opportunity to come on and help you win you some money. Now, we're gonna take this one a little. We take all of them seriously, obviously, but this is going to be more football in depth because we're getting to the point where things
Mhm.
separate themselves, and it's some good football that's going to be played today. And even the games that's kind of like usually we just like whatever. It's actually going to have some type of stake in it, and it's also
Oh
going to
yeah.
be able to you can be able to find value in those games via gambling, via, money line or parlay or whatever. So with that being said, let's get to it. Like I said, we'll let y'all get some time in. Shout out to Big Shot in the comments and everybody else who come in the comments and who just rock with us all week. We appreciate you. And, you know, you got a chance to learn a little bit about our heritage.
Yes.
But let's start with the first game. Let's go ahead and, get to it. 12 p.m., Houston, Texas versus the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to do picks all week this week because Germ is not here to save me. So I'm gonna give you my disclaimer right now. Use these picks at your own risk. That's it. That's all I got for you. So
I understand.
With Houston, the spread is -5.5, and obviously they're giving Tennessee 5 points. The game is at Tennessee. The over and under is 37.5. The money line is -270 for Houston and +220 for Tennessee. Mo, injury report before we start talking about this game.
Yeah, so a couple of good things, couple of bad things. Number one, CJ Stroud is out again with a concussion, so Davis Mills will be starting.
Okay.
Jalen Petrie, phenomenal secondary player, he's also out with a concussion, and their kicker, Kenny Fairbairn, is also out for this game, along with Harrison Bryant and Damon Arnett. But some good news: Cade Stover, the tight end, has been activated from IR. He's expected to play. He hasn't played early in the season, I mean. And then Titus Howard, the tackle who missed last week's game with a concussion, he's been cleared and will be good to go. And then for the Titans, Xavier Woods is out. Calvin Ridley is again questionable, along with Arden Key and Jeffrey Simmons. So we will wait till noon.
Okay.
But those are some key players,
Yes.
especially Arden Key and Simmons and Ridley. And we'll get into it, MJ. This game, although it looks boring, there is some playoff intrigue because the Texans, they're 4-5.
Yeah.
They're not out of it by any means. They got CJ coming back. You feel like they've sort of found something with Woody Marks. You feel like Nico Collins has sort of regained that form that he had prior to the injuries. And you got the Titans. We know about the Titans. So very quickly, so we can move on from this game.
Yeah.
Last time they played, the Texans beat them 26-0. Here we are again. We got the number one defense versus the lowest scoring offense. Little fun fact for you, MJ. When which is it's not surprising, it's just interesting.
Okay.
When the number one scoring defense plays the lowest scoring offense, the number one scoring defense is on a 16-game winning streak.
Nice.
With an average margin of victory of 19 points. I say all that to say the Texans shall cover today.
And I will be in agreement of that. So that is our first tithing on this Sunday. Bet the Texans. Get some bread. All right, moving right along. We're going to go Carolina, Atlanta. Another conference game in the South. Carolina 5-5, Atlanta's 3-6. The spread is, they're actually giving Carolina +4, which is ironic. The over-under is 41.5. Money line and +180 for Carolina, -215 for Atlanta. I don't know. This is a game it could go either way because when Atlanta, we thought they had some steam going, Carolina not only beat them, but shut them down and shut them out. And now, they get to kind of return the favor in Atlanta. These NFC South games can go either way, man. I don't know. So you can go ahead and talk to me about the injury report. We'll try to carve this thing up the best way we can.
Well, look, the division games in general across the NFL, they can go either way. It doesn't matter the record, doesn't matter what happened the week before, doesn't matter the injury report. Division games are there's so many factors that we don't typically factor into normal games. So, like you said, the Panthers beat them 30-0 last time. And the Falcons are on a 4-game losing streak. They ended up turning it around and beating the Bills, but they haven't done anything since, which is insane. I don't even have their record right now. But anyways, injury report real quick.
Atlanta's 3-6.
There you go. They're 3-6. Shout out to Debo, who just scored a touchdown. I plugged him in last minute into my fantasy lineup. Spygate survivors. We coming, baby. All right. Injury report. D. Alford is out with a concussion. Leonard Floyd out with a hamstring. It's kind of been bothering him all year. Drake London was added to the injury report. He was limited in practice on Friday. He is questionable, listed with a back and illness injury. Obviously, the back. Anytime you see back, that you always get concerned with anybody.
Yeah. It's so weird because there's no treatment for it. It's just, you just kind of got to just ice it and just wait it out. It's also inside information. This is also a way, if you're an athlete, to duck a game or two if you really ain't feeling it for whatever reason that may be.
Yeah, there's one of my favorite shows is The Sopranos, and they're talking about backs in one of the episodes, and the one guy says, "Then again, when it comes to backs, nobody knows nothing." And there is a lot. Like I see a chiropractor from time to time. I haven't been in a few months, but when I need to go get realigned, I'll go. Football, boxing, rear-ended, the FedEx industry, it happens. Part
Yes.
of life. You get older. I'm in my 30s now. I ain't gonna tell you on the full age. That's privileged information. You have to pay a subscription if you
Right.
want to know my. Yeah. We can't just give it all away for free now.
Right.
But one thing I learned this year, MJ, and apparently a lot of people knew this, I didn't. Having your wallet in your back pocket can actually lead to back pain,
Interesting.
which I did not know that. So ever since then, my chiropractor told me this, I have had to adjust to the wallet in the side pocket, which has been an adjustment.
Yeah.
It has been a major adjustment, the wallet in the side pocket. I don't like too many things in my side pockets.
I know.
You know what I mean? And then
I got a system with that because I've been always putting it in my front pocket growing up where I'm growing up. I just didn't trust the back pocket thing. So shout out to you that you were comfortable enough to even do that.
Well, see, here's the thing. Again, I can't give it all away for free. And I'm gonna tell you this: somebody comes up to me in public, try to put their hands in my pocket, I'm gonna get violent. I promise you. But I'm gonna tell you this: I've never put cash in my back pocket. You see what I'm saying to you now? Okay.
I like it.
So the fact that now I got to put my wallet in the front is it's been a little bit of a difference. Sometimes, you accidentally put the wallet and the phone in the same. Now you got your own balance issue to deal with on that side. So,
6, 7. I get it though, because I always sometimes just ended up like that because I have wallet left side, I have phone right side, I have keys with wallet because the keys will scratch the phone case.
Exactly.
And I also have the chapstick where the cell phone is. So there's my.
Yeah, it is also chapstick season around these parts as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
you gotta keep that in mind.
So that way if you take my wallet in front of me in my front pocket, you're a bad person.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Let's talk about this game because Carolina.
So to me, good.
I'm going to pick them.
I like it.
I'm going to pick them, but I have no reason why.
I understand. Completely understand.
Football, I got nothing for you guys. Like nothing. So maybe you can give some intel as to why my pick is good or bad, because I got nothing for this game. It's just two inconsistent teams showing themselves to be what they are. Like it's just a matter of it's almost like they find fantastic ways to lose the game. But when things are going good, they look like a top 10 football team. Mm-hmm. So it's just
they both can. They both have flashes, and that's why the Panthers made my contenders with major flaws list. And their major flaw is their quarterback needs to take that next step. I am not telling you that Bryce Young is elite. I am telling you that Bryce Young is not trash. And so he just needs to take that next step. And if I'm the Panthers, we've come this far. We're going to keep going. I do not cut ties with Bryce Young because the rest of your roster is not ready either. Like if the rest of your roster was ready, I could maybe hear the case for we're going to be aggressive, getting a veteran quarterback, et cetera, in the offseason. But your roster is still not ready. You have a nice foundation building, but you also got some older players. So the Panthers are still about, I would say, a year or two maybe away from us saying, okay, let's really see what Carolina can do. On the flip side for Atlanta, they are knocking on that door of we coming. They are knocking on that door, but they have not been consistent. I said at the beginning of the year, they're a year away from being a year away. Mm-hmm. And I wholeheartedly believe that. I still think that. I still believe that. We got to keep in mind, Michael Penix has yet to play a full 16, 17 game season. So that's super important to keep in mind here. My thoughts on this game are very simple. Bijan Robinson hasn't been great, but he hasn't been bad. And Carolina, overall, they've been pretty decent. against the run. They've been all right. They did well against the Saints. I just have to double check, make sure I had that right. They've been doing all right. I don't give you the numbers. They've
Yeah.
been doing all right, but you got Bijan here. Had a nice game last week against the Colts. Number 7 needs to have a number 7 type of day because Atlanta, we're not expecting you to be picking in the top 10. That was not the expectations from you this year. So
No.
you fall to 3-7. Now all of a sudden we have deeper questions. We didn't expect you to be great. We didn't expect you to be 3-7. So very
Right.
important game for Atlanta, and for that reason and that reason alone, I'm taking Bijan Robinson and the Atlanta Falcons to come away with a win today.
Good pick. Good pick. So that's when the house is a little divided. But once again, like I told you, you might want to go with most pick because I literally have no ifs, ands, or buts on why I'm picking them. So next game on the docket, we're gonna go Green Bay to New York Giants. My God, J-Mo. I might buy some Jameson today just for him. Jameis Winston is starting.
Yes, he is.
It's certain people you just root for in life. And he's one of them. Like, well, some people could be like, well, it might be fake or whatever. Like, the fact that he's trying. A lot of y'all fake negativity. So
Exactly.
So what is that? So I'd rather
exactly
fake loving the Lord, fake, being positive, and fake being a great teammate than fake being an asshole.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
So with that being stated, I expect all over the place game from Jameis Winston. I'm sorry. I got Green Bay winning. The spread is -7 in Green Bay. Over under is 41.5. I actually might take the over on that one. Money line is -340. New York Giants is plus 270, and they're playing at home. Long story short, the New York Giants, just their injuries and all of that, it's too much to overcome. But Jameis Winston is going to show out. I think he's going to have over 300. Go ahead.
Okay, injury report real quick. Obviously, Jackson Dart is out. Darius Slayton is out. Kayvon Thibodeau is out. Chauncey Golston is still out. And Evan Neal is also out. Nunez Roches, he's the big defensive tackle. He's doubtful for this game. And then Paulson Adebo is listed as questionable. He's their best corner, and he's missed the last 3 games. So as always, we keep an eye out for the 12 o'clock slot, as a lot of inactives are announced for the 1 o'clock games. So keep that in mind. I think Paulson Adebo is a critical factor in this game, mainly because the Packers really only have one outside threat in Christian Watson. I also think they are not maximizing their opportunities with Matthew Golden. I wholeheartedly believe that. I think he needs to be the number 1 option in this offense.
Yeah.
And I think he will do wonders for all the criticism and doubt surrounding not only Jordan Love, but Matt LaFleur as well right now. And
Yeah.
thought about this, MJ, and I don't want to get too detailed. We can talk about this later.
Yeah.
See what happens today. We'll see what happens as the season keeps going. But Matthew Golden is the most dynamic weapon that they've had since Devontae Adams. But Devontae Adams has a much more obvious skill set and where he can fit in because of his stature. And also when LaFleur came in, Devontae was already established as that guy. Been talking a lot on the radio with Johnny Radio, happy hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central.
Check it out.
Check it out. Sports 56, 98.5 FM. Our godfather, Jay Ham, is a producer on that show. We got MJ Mondays, 22 Tuesdays, Jorge on Wednesdays, and me again on Friday, sometimes on Wednesdays. So we taking over one day at a time. We taking over one frequency at a time. Better that. Yes, sir. I say all this to say, coaching development is something that I've been talking about a lot. And so I think one of the things that I'm watching and noticing and eagerly anticipating how it's going to unfold, like a good Netflix series, okay? You have to keep Netflix. Football season got it all the cliffhangers, all the drama, everything.
Yeah, all of it.
What I'm seeing is they are not utilizing him in the plot enough or correctly. So we will see how that unfolds. What I think they should do is just come out and have him have a heavy role in the script And that way, other teams won't be playing spoilers against the Green Bay Packers. A lot of movie bars in there if y'all caught it.
No,
Appreciate you. For the Packers, Malik Heath is out. McManus is out. Nate Hobbs is out. Matthew Golden, questionable, should be playing. And then Lucas Van Ness, outstanding edge player. He is back today. That is a key player for their defense, especially on third down when they have Micah off the ball. He goes in that edge situation. Now all of a sudden you got two great edge rushers, and you got Micah Parsons who's just going to pick his spot, which is dangerous. Ironically, Jameis is very good against Green Bay. Actually, Jameis Winston has the second highest passer rating all time versus the Green Bay Packers.
that is wild. I would never win that. If you bet me $500 who the top three and he in the top three, that's crazy.
And he's number 2, dog, and he's number 1 in our hearts because gratitude is abundance.
Yeah.
The horse is prepared for battle, but victory comes from the Lord.
Yes.
The victory is going to Green Bay today, but the spread goes to the Giants. Give me the Giants with the 7.5 points.
I like it. Shout out to James. Just a thought. New York only have grass for football and baseball. There's nowhere other place in that city that has grass. That's crazy.
Dog, quick story. I showed up to Brooklyn at 6:30 in the morning a couple months ago to make a delivery. Okay. Park the truck. The guy says, yo, it's going to be a while. So we said, okay, we're going to park the truck. Y'all unload it on your own free will. It's a Friday. Take your time, unload it on your own free will. I don't have my next pickup till way later in the afternoon. Said, okay, no problem. Park the truck, walk down the street, on the bodega, got me my little sandwich. Okay. Now, for the record, I asked for turkey bacon. Okay. I don't know what kind of bacon they put in there, but God knows my heart. I asked for turkey bacon. Okay.
The fact that you're saying this is slavery, you know what bacon they put in, and it was too late. Go ahead. It's not your fault, bro.
Listen. I need to confirm, no deny whether I had suspicions.
Anybody who eats turkey bacon knows the difference between turkey bacon and bacon. Now, if you feel better, I'm going to quote the great Marlon Wayans and say, bacon isn't pork. Bacon is bacon.
Bacon, hey.
He said it, and it makes sense because I actually looked at the diameter.
Oh, my God.
Don't they cut bacon on the back part? Like, that would even count. Like, that's already on the pig. Like, you don't feed a pig and it goes to their back.
Crazy. Crazy part, bro. I don't even know. I honestly don't know. You know more than me. You know what I mean. So I really don't know. All I'm saying is, yeah. I don't know what kind of bacon they gave me. Okay.
He asked for turkey bacon in a bodega.
Hey, the dude that was back there kind of looked like me. So I was like, okay, you said you got turkey bacon. You got turkey bacon.
Hey, man.
But
I'm going to go into Five Guys and ask for a salad. How about that? See how that plays.
Oh, my God, Dog. So the whole reason I started telling this story.
Okay, my bad.
We get the bodega, we get the breakfast, we walk down the street, and we see people playing soccer. It's 7:30 in the morning on a Friday, okay? And there is 3 like little small, not small, but not big fields of people playing soccer of all ages on a Friday. No grass.
Damn.
No grass. Like straight up artificial, like no grass. But it's 3 field fulls, and they just playing soccer 7:30 on a Friday morning. So I sat down there with my turkey bacon sandwich. And I enjoyed. Okay, I enjoyed what I was on, but it was an experience because it was people from all ages, bro. People from all ages, and they playing good too. I gotta be honest with you, they were playing good some good football. So, long story short, yeah, there is not one single blade of grass in New York, but they still gonna find a way.
That's just wild. Just the concept is wild. Sorry we spent so much time on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Next game on the docket, Chicago and Minnesota. So the over-under, they giving Chicago actually 2.5 points. The over-under is 48.5. If you pick Chicago, it's 130 points. On the money line, it's negative 150 for Minnesota. Chicago actually lost their first time playing with them, and it was their first game. And obviously, this is a different Bears team. I would say this: Minnesota is way better than what their record says at 4-5. Now, the real question is, you're on YouTube, by the way. Now, the real question is Chicago as good as their record at 6-3?
Ooh, now that's a great question. So number one, the Chicago Bears are actually seventh in points per game offensively, which is quite impressive. Are they as good as their record? Well, it's not Thanksgiving yet. So that remains to be seen. I know the famous Parcells quote is, "Well, you're as good as your record is, no matter what." And while I agree with that, I also think there's a caveat, as anything, with any black and white statement. Um, anyways, we will see what happens with the Chicago Bears as the next couple weeks unfold. They do have a couple key matchups coming up, and I'll talk about it on a radio show sometime this week because I am intrigued by the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
However, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had a great fourth quarter last week against the New York Giants. Credit where credit is due. Caleb Williams is getting very comfortable playing within himself. Very important for a quarterback.
Yes.
What don't I like? Well, number one, as a quarterback, as the leader, I do not like that anytime there's a drop pass, he has an overreaction to it. That is not what you want as your quarterback. Every great quarterback that I can think of has at one point or another said, I don't get mad at drop passes because mistakes happen. This is an imperfect game. Things happen. As much as people want to think, oh, I could have caught that. No, you couldn't have. I promise you.
Hey.
I promise you. I promise you. I promise you we could line up 100 random people that we know, even ones that played high school and some college athletics, run a simple slant route from Tom Brady or Caleb Williams or whoever. I promise you you're not catching that ball.
And let me say this before you keep cooking about Caleb Williams' arm. I got a chance to understand it now. That and rip it.
Yes.
I know why he throws off balance now. His arm is that good. It's a better ball to catch when he is off balance. Because I saw a few throws where he sat down, both feet planted, that lead foot up on the toe, and hip torque and let that thing rip. That's why they weren't catching it. He was throwing like it had to be like 98 miles an hour, getting it there on a rope.
Yeah. His arm is special.
Yeah, he now I see it because at first I couldn't see it because he always was throwing off balance, and I couldn't understand like why don't he just set his feet and let it go? I see now why. He needs some receivers that can catch that hard of a pass.
Right. No, his arm is yes. No, I totally agree. Okay, here's what I don't trust. I don't trust his accuracy. He has a problem with his accuracy. And so I don't think this year is the year for them to make a deep playoff run. I think there's still some flaws in their roster that'll get exposed as the season goes on.
Okay.
But I think in the offseason, the number one thing is they got to get on his mechanics and fix a few things with his mechanics. Long story short, I have learned you don't bet against Vegas. Vegas knows something because Vegas has the Vikings as the favorites. I am going with the Minnesota Vikings because of Vegas to win this game.
And I'm going
simple as that.
Because I'm going to always go against the Bears until, they break their losing streak or whatever. But
Mhm.
but no, with the Bears, like I said, the thing about them is like last year, Kansas City, it just seemed like everything went their way when it came to close games. And this year, it's the exact opposite with Kansas City. Like they just can't close out a close game. But the thing about it is, with Kansas City, they're still 5-4,
Mhm.
and to me, that's the testament of a good team. Like, how good are you even when things aren't going your way? What's scary about this Bears team is last 3 games. What did it come down to? A play here, a play there.
Play here, there. Yup.
And,
Yup.
it's not against teams that are like in playoff contention. You had to do this against the Vegas Raiders. You had to do this against,
Mhm.
the Washington Commanders, who are, not haven't shown to be what we think they can be, and against the New York Giants after their quarterback got a concussion.
Right. 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 Great
So,
point.
so it's like again, it's just I'm obviously I'm rooting for him, but it's just like how many breaks can you get, and what do you look like when you don't get those breaks?
Right.
That's my only question. So I'll let the people answer that. Moving right,
Great points.
we got Cincinnati Bengals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers -5.5. The over under is 48.5. Cincinnati is getting a +200. Pittsburgh is getting a -240. Jamar Chase is like the boogeyman. And as long as he has a guy that could just get it somewhere in the vicinity, Cincinnati has a thrower's chance to beat anybody.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry, and go back on the Bears. It's actually 4 games as Cincinnati Bengals. So
Good point.
4 games
Mhm.
against teams that I do not have winning records that it came down to the wire. So yeah, but going back to the Cincinnati Bengals, like I don't know, like this is not as easy on paper as to pick because this Pittsburgh Steelers team defensively is still figuring some things out. They
Mhm.
show glimpses. I know they still got time, but they're still figuring some things out. Aaron Rodgers is still trying to get a feel of it. So this is a dangerous game for them, in
Yes.
my opinion. So I'll let you
Yes.
force your thoughts. But right now I don't know who to pick on this one.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet on this one. Number one, injury report: Darius Slay and Alex Highsmith are out. Isaac Siamala is questionable. He is a major piece that doesn't get talked about enough. He's only played 4 games this year,
Mm-hmm.
and he is critical to their power run game that is virtually non-existent at times. The only time really did exist was against Bengals. Now, it did have flashes, especially against the Chargers, but he is a critical piece for them because that is one thing that is greatly missing from Pittsburgh is a power run game. And any great Steelers team has had that.
Yeah.
For the Bengals, Joe Burrow is still out, but the good news is he did have some practice time this week. Keep an eye on him. He will be back. The question is, will he play this year? That greatly reflects on whether the Bengals can win a few more games before they got to make that decision. And they're 3-6, so they can realistically they can only drop one more game.
Right.
If they drop another one, there's no reason to bring Joe Burrow back this season. So that's something very important to keep in mind. Okay, matchup wise, Pittsburgh's offense has some problems. Real quick, number one, when you run multiple tight ends the way they do, as much as they do, which we'll talk about the Rams who do the same thing and the difference in success and why.
Mm-hmm.
But when you run multiple tight ends, if you can't run the ball, if the threat of if the run is not a threat, then there's a domino effect all across the board when you're putting 3 tight ends or 2 tight ends or whatever on the field, from spacing, from play action, from certain route combinations that make sense. It just creates a lot of uphill battles for an offense. You're not even battling your opponent at that point. You're battling yourself, which is a
Yeah.
huge problem. You get into a game in any sport, in any profession, in life, where your biggest enemy is truly yourself. That's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, we all are our own greatest enemies. I get that, but you know what I'm saying in this sport.
I
The
understand.
Steelers, what they need to do is find explosive plays. The Saints and the Browns have less explosive plays per game than the Pittsburgh Steelers. That
I,
is not a category you want to be affiliated with. And it's not even like their jabs are effective. So they have problems that they need to fix and fix quickly. Two
yes.
things. They signed Asante Samuel Jr. on the defensive side. They signed Marquez Valdez-Scantling on the offensive side. I don't think they're going to play today. Samuel might. But when they do activate those two players, believe it or not, they are going to be the sort of saviors of this roster
Yeah.
if they can perform up to what they are expected to perform. Not because they're going to be expected to be the main characters, but simply because they're going to be part of an ensemble
Yep.
that now has all the pieces they need. So something to very much keep in mind. For entertainment purposes, I want the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game for the season.
Yeah.
For the overall greatness of the season, I
For
want the Cincinnati Bengals to win this game. Do I think they will? No. I
no.
think the Steelers are this has classic Mike Tomlin bounce back game. They've lost 3 out of their last 4. They cannot lose 4 out of their last 5 when they still got the Ravens to play 2 more times. The Steelers, both of them need this.
Yeah.
The Steelers should win this game, but both of them need this game.
Agreed. Agreed. I'm going to go with the Steelers, but I'm not confident at all. Moving on, we're going to cover 2 3 p.m. games only because the 2 games at noon I want us to cover in the last 4 of the docket, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
All right, so San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. San Francisco is -3.5 on the spread. Total is 8.5 over under. Money line's -200 for San Francisco. Arizona is +170. Arizona got a lot of issues. Even with San Francisco's injury report, I got San Francisco taking care of business in this one. Injury report and thoughts.
Absolutely. Lenore is out for the 49ers, and as nobody else is listed as out for the 49ers in this game, other than half the roster that's on IR. But they are relatively healthy from the guys that are not on IR. For the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison is out, Hayden Connor is out, Mac Wilson is out, Will Johnson is also out, and then Bam Knight, Will Hernandez, and Walter Nolan are all listed as questionable. Brock Purdy is back. Very simply put, doesn't matter who is starting today. I'm taking the 49ers. They're a better football team. Jacoby's been playing well. Give him credit there. He is throwing the ball to Trey McBride. Trey McBride is finally scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from Jacoby. He's doing his job well.
Yeah.
49ers win this game.
Understood. All right, moving on. Next game on the docket, we're going to go Baltimore Ravens, Cleveland Browns. So with the Baltimore Ravens, -7.5 on the spread, 37.5 for the total points over and under. -400 for Baltimore, +300 for Cleveland. I'm just going to just kind of put this out here. With Baltimore gaining traction and gaining steam, I do not foresee any reason why they should not win this game. It seems as though Cleveland is doing an incredible job of trying to win the first overall pick sweepstakes. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they draft a quarterback.
Yo,
I wouldn't be. Because
good.
Yeah, the position that is lacking the most is a quarterback. So I think they need to figure out who their quarterback is. And at this point, I'm no longer going to suggest what they need to do because a wise man once told me, when somebody is not doing something that seems blatantly obvious, they're either incredibly stupid or incredibly smart. I would say that a billionaire is incredibly stupid, which means he's incredibly smart. Whatever he's doing or they're doing in that office is purposeful.
Yeah.
And I will just leave it there. Injury report and your thoughts, please.
I'm sorry. This insider just tweeted, "Oh,
what's up?
Jets cornerback Chris Boyd is in critical condition after a shooting in Manhattan."
No.
Yeah. So,
hey man, everybody out here, be safe. Just be safe, y'all. Seriously. My goodness.
When was this tweeted? 11, 10 minutes ago. Jeez.
Yeah, be safe out here, y'all.
Yeah, man. We're just talking about New York. Anyways, we were certainly praying for Chris Boyd. Hope he's okay.
Absolutely.
Uh, hoping he pulls through. That's not news you ever want to hear anytime,
Ever.
especially on a Sunday. But yeah, we're praying for you, Chris Boyd. Hope you make it through. Um, Very simple. The Ravens, if you check my power rankings, Mo_views22, Instagram and TikTok, they're number 8, I believe, or number 9 in my power rankings. Either way, they're in my top 10, despite the fact that they're 4 and 5. No Justice Hill today, no Rashad Bateman today, no Marlon Humphrey today. But I believe Lamar Jackson is playing, and that's really all that matters right now. Give me the Ravens, and I think the Ravens cover. I think it's 7.5, according to my FanDuel sheet.
Yes.
Yeah, 7.5. Give me Baltimore to cover as a matter of fact.
Beautiful. All right, next game on the docket, we're going to go Jacksonville. Go back to the noon game. So we're going to go Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers is at a -3. Over and under is 43.5. Money line is -155 for the Los Angeles Chargers. And for the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's +135. So Jacksonville is 5-4, and look no further. They lose this game. Houston is now second in the AFC South,
Mm-hmm.
with anything capable of happening.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know we all agree that right now the Indianapolis Colts is the best team in football, but as you know, everything is subject to change.
The weird part is if the Texans sneak into the playoffs, they become one of the Colts' biggest adversaries. Like that's just reality. Division game, great defense.
Quarterback is
Just
finding his stride.
just something to keep in mind. Injury report for this one. For the Jaguars, Jordan Lewis, Brenton Strange, and Brian Thomas Jr. is out for the Chargers. I didn't see anybody actually listed as out on their injury report, but the important news is their full pass rush arsenal is available to them. They are 5th in sacks this year, but believe you me, had injury has not been an issue, they would have been higher on that list. Another thing to keep in mind: the San Diego Chargers, the Chargers defense are 2nd in passer rating, 5th in yards per game, and very high in completion percentage. You know who's one of the lowest rated quarterbacks in completion percentage? Trevor Lawrence. Okay, no Travis Hunter, no BTJ. Very simply put,
No Brenton Strange.
no Brenton Strange. Really and truly, I think the Chargers are going to win this game, and it shouldn't be dramatic.
Okay.
I think my final score is 29-23.
Okay.
Chargers, but I see it more as it's going to be like 29-16, and they score a touchdown late. I think the Chargers should handle this game without any drama.
Understood. All right, so I'll go with the Chargers as well because there's no reason for me not to pick them with the information being given. Moving right along, the last 12 p.m. game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Buffalo Bills. So it's at Buffalo. The spread is +6.5 in favor of Tampa Bay. The over/under is 45.5. Money line is 240. Buffalo Bills money line is -290. Simply put, whoever establishes the run game is going to win this game. Tampa Bay, it just hasn't happened for them. Buffalo, they just choose not to do it from time to time. Why? I have no idea. At this point with Buffalo, I don't care if you're down 13 points. You can start off 13-0. Run the ball. Run the ball. That's really all I got. You got to run the ball, bro.
I wrote it down here. Major key, run game. Okay. More specifically, the Buccaneers have a mid-running offense without Bucky Irvin. Sean Tucker, Rashad White, they haven't quite been able to give them that same production the way Bucky Irvin has, that same impact the way Bucky Irving has. He's out in this game along with Chris Godwin, along with Hassan Reddick, and along with Ben Bredesen, who is super important on that interior. Now, the Bills' defense, the run defense, at times this year has looked like the worst run defense in the league.
Mm,
And every statistical category they're measured in, and category run wise, they are bottom of the barrel. So the run game today is critical, especially when you consider the fact that the Buccaneers have really been in survival mode on offense with all the injuries, not just to their skill players, but also to their offensive line, from their tackles to their guards. They didn't have Tristan Wirfs the first part of the season, so the full package that is the Buccaneers offense, both from a skill set position and from the offensive line, has not played together yet this season.
mm,
And we're in week 11. So that's something to really keep in mind. They have been in survival mode. And yeah, they won some great games, but for a while, they were only winning by 3-point margins every single week. And
correct.
eventually that catches up to you. That's just not something you can keep doing in the NFL. It just doesn't work that way. I am very low on Buffalo right now. Very low. And I think Tampa Bay is actually the better team. It's going to be very cold and very windy in Buffalo. We got lake effect snow coming in tonight
Oh
in
man,
that region. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. I think for several factors, health, weather, run game, I think Buffalo wins this game. But it wouldn't shock me if we have like a 1917, 24-23 type of score, type of game. And if Tampa has the ball last,
yeah,
who knows?
yeah.
But I'm gonna go with the Bills to win this game.
Hey, makes sense. I'm going with the Bills as well because they run the football more at home.
One more thing, real quick, MJ. Both these teams are 6-3.
Yeah,
Neither of them can afford to lose ground.
no,
Not Bucks got their division handled. I know that, but I'm talking about playoff seedings, playoff picture. For Buffalo, it's twofold. It's not only conference, it's also division. So neither of these teams, because
mm,
right now, there will be the way it looks right now, there will be a team with 10 wins on the outside looking in come playoff time. That's what it looks like right now.
yes,
So neither of these teams can afford to lose this game.
at all, at all.
Yeah.
So moving right along, we actually gonna go to the number second team, the number 2 ranked team in the West,
Mm,
playing against the former champs
mm,
in a division game.
mm.
Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos is at home. This is just almost comical at best for me on this one. Kansas City Chiefs is 5-4, and they got a -4.5 spread, playing against an 8-2 team that is at home. You might want to listen to Vegas. I don't know. The over under is 44.5. Money line is -230. For Denver, it's positive 195. I don't know about Denver. They got everything you need on defense. I actually am seeing their offense come along. I have to give them the same respect that I give the Patriots because they only
Hmm.
lost 2 games. So
Sure.
they're still finding ways to win. So I will give them their flowers for that. Is it possible to give flowers for somebody to do well and still not believe in them? That's where I'm at with Denver. They are like Minnesota last year for me. Minnesota played incredible and was gone the first round of the playoffs.
Mm.
This is what it looks like on paper to me. I do not see a Super Bowl contending team with this team. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think their defense is Super Bowl esque,
Yeah, right.
but I don't think we're in the days of 2006 where you can have a quarterback that
No.
is not able to hold it down. And I think Bo Nix will get there. And will he get there this year? I don't know. Bo Nix will get there. I just don't know if it's going to be this year. Injury report.
Yeah, okay. Injury report real quick. Isaiah Pacheco is out for the Chiefs, but he's expected back soon. And then J.K. Dobbins, Nate Adkins, Jonah Ellis, and Patrick Surtain are out. J.K. Dobbins is going to the IR, but he's going to miss a minimum of 4 games. But there is reports, and I gotta confirm this, and I'm gonna wait. There is reports that he might miss the rest of the season.
Oh no.
Whether that means regular season, playoffs, don't know yet. But there's speculation at the very least. Um, and then Alex Singleton, linebacker for the Broncos, praying for him. He had surgery this week. I don't know if you heard about this, MJ,
I didn't.
for testicular cancer.
Oh no.
Yes. So we don't know football wise when he'll be back, but that doesn't matter.
No.
So we're praying for you. We hope you're all right. Hope you recover. And we certainly hope to see you back on the football field because
Yes,
of what that would represent with him being back on the football field. Now,
in football.
I do not trust Bo Nix.
Oh, good. I don't feel like that guy. Thank you.
No.
Okay.
And you are absolutely right because this is not the year for him. This should have been the year that he had his leap, the way Drake May had his leap. Maybe not to the same elite level, but there should have been some progress happening. There
Yeah.
has been no progress that's happened. And I will argue, at times there's even been a regression.
Yeah.
And so I once again bring up the question: is Sean Payton the one developing this kid? And if so, what other quarterbacks has Sean Payton ever developed in his career? Just a question. I don't have the answer, but it's a question. Today, I talk about last week and this week are statement weekends. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to make a statement, not just to the Broncos, but to the rest of their division. Not just to the rest of the division, but the rest of the AFC. Hey, we still here. Y'all having your fun right now. We still here. And it's about to get real.
Yeah.
And it's about to get emotional.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah.
They got problems. They got to figure out their run game.
Yeah.
They got to figure out their run game. But that defense is still there. The king is still there. And they are the best coached team in football. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs with a W, with a statement type W. I think it's going to be close because the Broncos defense will keep it close. But I'm taking the Chiefs without a shadow of a doubt.
And like I said, I'm going with Mo and I'm going with Vegas on this one because to have an 8-2 team at home playing against a 5-4 team and Vegas still like, nah, I'm good. It's just nah. I will stay away from this game personally, but I will go ahead and pick Kansas City. There's no reason why I feel like I should pick Denver. I'm just gonna leave that be. So 2 more games left, and then we'll leave you guys to your Sunday. We got the Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles. I'll save that Darnold game for last for you. You're welcome. Detroit plus 2.5. 46.5 total on the over-under, plus 125 on the money line. Philadelphia is negative 145 on the money line. It is an at-home game. The funniest thing about the Philadelphia Eagles with their situation is I actually trust everything about them and still don't think they're going to win.
Really?
You got to think, they just won a Super Bowl.
Yes.
With all of the turmoil that everybody talk about, they're still 7-2.
Yes.
Now, at what point did I not see Jalen Hurts check every box he needed to check this season, even though it's not in the frequency and the abundance that we would like it to be?
Sure.
He has won a game where you needed him to throw the ball. He has won the game where you needed him to manage it. We need to give this man more props than we don't give him because if it's just about winning, this is the guy you want.
You almost made me cuss for the first time on Views and Views because you preach. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Look, he may not be the best for your fantasy league. He may also some money on your over and under. But if we're talking about winning, this man has beat arguably one of the best teams in the NFC via comeback against the Los Angeles Rams. had them dead in the water. And that man threw his way back into that game and won.
Yeah.
Against the Rams.
Speak on it.
Let's not get this twisted by no sense of the word. Again, former Super Bowl champion, so it's not like they strict the schedule ain't like that. And yet they just keep smacking your favorite team.
Mm-hmm. There isn't anybody who's beat them yet. There isn't. We have not seen the Eagles actually get beat. They've lost games. They've lost. You know what I mean? They've lost games, and I understand. I understand they lost to the Giants. I get that.
Mulligan.
I get that. Mulligan, you're absolutely right. I'm not saying they haven't lost the game. I'm saying they haven't been beat. We haven't seen a team go out there and beat them, and that's they are in that sort of status where it's like just get to the playoffs with them, and we'll see what happens. Is there something missing from them? No. Not coaching, not talent, not leadership, not culture. There's nothing missing from them. So what are we panicking about? Why are there headlines that because they're frustrated? Because AJ Brown is upset? He should be upset. He should be frustrated. And he's absolutely right. He's like, yo, like, yeah, we win in games, but we're not going to do nothing. We keep playing this way. And he's 100% accurate. He is 100% on the money when he says, we keep playing this way, we're not winning nothing this year. He straight up said it. Thank you for the Super Bowl, but this ain't going to do bleep. He ain't lying. And again, I go back to certain things. They run way too many vertical concepts. Way too many vertical concepts. You look at the Rams, you look at the Packers, despite the criticism of them. You look at the 49ers, you look at the Chiefs. You look at all efficient offenses, they are not a primarily vertical threat team, except for the Seahawks. But what do the Seahawks do? A lot of play action. Right. So the Eagles do have to figure out some things on offense. They 100% do. Am I to the point where I'm going to say that they ain't doing nothing this year 100% for sure? Hell no. You know why I say that? Because I got them at number 3 in my power rankings. And that's for a reason. I was going to put him at 5. I was going to put him at 6. I'm like, nah, this is my list. I'm making it. I'm going to say it with my chest. The Eagles are the 3rd best team in football. And the only reason that is because of the Rams and the Colts and all the multiple things they excel in. Here's a key part to today's game. There has been reports, and there's been lab, that Jalen Hurts isn't quite as aggressive versus zone. And he's not. And that is actually a study that I have started.
Okay.
Not just with Jalen Hurts, with other quarterbacks, especially the younger quarterbacks. Something about there's quarterbacks now being taught to read the grass rather than read the coverage. I am at the very surface of this, but I will dive into it and I will have a whole thing about it soon.
Beautiful.
The Lions play man. The big plays to AJ Brown have been against man. You got no Kirby Joseph tonight, no Terrion Arnold tonight, no DJ Reed tonight. What am I saying? I'm saying take AJ Brown over the 61.5 yards because it's going to be one of those games. I think it's going to be a fun game. I don't think it's going to be 10-7.
No.
I think this is going to be more along the lines, same with the Rams Seahawks, which we'll talk about. I think it's going to be more along the lines of 28-24 type of game. To me, that's the perfect football score.
Yeah.
28-24. That's the perfect football score to me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 28-24. No Sam Laporta as well. No Marcus Davenport. No Joshua Paschal. No Malcolm Rodriguez either for the Detroit Lions tonight. A lot of guys missing. Taylor Decker questionable. Penei Sewell questionable. Robertson questionable. Eagles only listed Willie Lampkin. He ain't even a starter. So I know Jair Alexander retired. We wish him the best. This is not the game to go play 50%. This is not the game to go play 75%. If you are not 100% in it, do not play. So we wish him well.
Yes.
All the other trades, the Jalen Phillips edition, I think the Eagles roll tonight. I think it's going to be a good game, close game, fun game. But I think there will be some offense. There will be some points scored. So I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles.
I'm taking the Eagles as well, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off on a quick tangent before this first game. This is kind of just like the main event. I'm going to say this. I need for everybody to really look at this lens differently when it comes to the Eagles, and I'm going to take a different stance. I'm not mad at A.J. Brown.
Absolutely not.
I'm mad at the system that has to make A.J. Brown complain about being on a 7-2 team. How about we start measuring impact over numbers to pay people? Because if we did that, you wouldn't be looking at his 400 yards. You'll be looking at the fact that he's drawing 2 to 3 people, or he's drawing exotic zone coverages to make sure that he doesn't go crazy, which is helping Goddard get open, which is helping Devontae Smith get open, which was helping Jalen Hurts move the chains, and now starting to get Saquon Barkley back into the mix. They have so many weapons, but the biggest one is the one they're going to take away, which is A.J. Brown. So what I will say about this is y'all have to look at his value deeper than numbers and statistics. And I hope that when he sits at that table next season, they don't try to restructure his contract or they just tell him, like, look, what are you trying to do with football? Are you trying to be a dynasty like you say you are? Because if you are, we know your situation. We don't care if you have 800 yards or 1,300 yards. As long as we can keep these pieces together, we're going to always have an opportunity. We can easily become the next Kansas City Chiefs. But it don't happen if you don't stay where you're supposed to be at. But it also don't happen if the organization is not able to look at this thing the way I'm telling them to look at it.
Excellent.
So
excellent. Nothing to add. That was perfect.
Yeah, so it's time for us to start maturing as far as production goes, because we got to stop just looking at numbers, and that's all across the sports.
Yep. And like you said, his impact is well beyond numbers, well beyond. Just turn on the tape, well beyond.
Yeah, he's drawing 3 people every time, and Jalen Hurts is not one of them quarterbacks that's just going to give you a chance. He's going to protect the football. That's what he does.
Yep.
Hey, if you want a gunslinger, go to Denver. Or Seattle. Moving right along, the last game, Seattle Seahawks.
Yes.
Rams. Yeah, I'm Birdman hand rub on this one. All right, so the spread for Seattle is a +3.5 with the total of 48.5 on the over-under. Money line is +150 on the Seattle. Los Angeles Rams is a -175. This is the creme de la creme of football for me, because you got 4 games going on in which teams didn't lose no less than 3 games. Now it's like separation season now. Now we're going to see where y'all really at. So, Mo, injury report, and I'm just going to let you cook on this one.
Injury report real quick. Torrey Horton is out for this game. Same with Jalen Sundell. Devontae Adams and Kobe Turner are listed as questionable. That's because they were limited in practice. No big deal. They will be playing. Usually for every game, I will have the injury report and I will have just a couple of notes, right? I'm going to take a sip of this water real quick.
Oh, no. I know. Every time you take a sip of water, I know gospel is about to be spreaded. So you do your thing.
I have 0 notes in front of me on this game. Okay? Because I don't need them.
What? All first verse.
And that's not. Let's talk about it. There isn't a regular season game that I have been excited for as much as this one in a long time. Certainly not this season. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. No offense to all the other games that have happened this season. This is it. This is the game. Because you have 2 division rivals that are elite. You have 2 division rivals that are built to beat each other. How? Very simple. The Los Angeles Rams are exceptional at pressuring the quarterback, at making you be one-dimensional, and at keeping everything in front of them. The Seahawks offense is built to throw the ball down the field. They are built for chunk plays, which this Rams defense is designed to prevent. That's the first part. The second part, the Seattle Seahawks defense, the way they are designed, very similarly, you gotta throw this football. We dare you.
Damn.
Because our front is gonna hit you. Every single time you come through any of these gaps, we are going to hit you. So we are designed for you to want to be a spread offense that tries to matriculate the ball down the field. The Los Angeles Rams offense is designed to be power. We are going to be heavy. We're still going to be versatile. We're still going to be multiple. And you don't know what we're going to do out of this formation. But we are designed to be physical, to be big, to be multiple, to be balanced. And Seahawks' defense is designed to keep teams exactly the opposite, off that balance. So you got strength on strength. I ain't going to hit you with the immovable object versus an unstoppable force. You just got two monsters that are about to clash. And since they on the West Coast, we're going to call this Pacific Rim.
I like it.
Because that's the type of game it's going to be. It's going to be some monsters unleashed throughout this game. Quickly on the Rams. The 13 personnel that they run, and I wrote it down somewhere, but like I told you, I got no notes. They ran 13 personnel close to 30 times, if not 30 times, last week. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you need to be watching that film if you're the offensive coordinator. That is the film for you to watch. Because that's how you play multiple tight ends. They can run 13 personnel. MJ, if I tell you 13 personnel, don't overthink this. If I tell you 13 personnel, what's the first formation that jumps out at you, you think of?
Oh, single
Don't matter.
Tight ends.
But jumbo, under center.
Oh, the first thing I think about is running. Well, you're going to run the ball.
They don't care. They will put out three tight ends. They will do a single back set. They will do an I formation.
Oh, wow.
They'll do a split back set. They'll do a full T-wing set. They'll even go empty out of 13 personnel.
That's dope.
And the combinations that they run, the matchups they exploit is poetry in motion. They had a outside linebacker running down the boundary versus their most athletic tight end. He was so open. If I tell you how open he was, we might get canceled. Okay, he was open. All right, open. Man had more real estate than Howard Hanna available to him.
Sheesh.
The matchups they can exploit out of their 13 personnel, every single time they out there in a formation, they are ahead of you. They are ahead of you because they know what they're going to run. But as a defense, the dude, hey, check, hey, set, all right, oh my God, motion. Why is a 285-pound tight end in motion in the slot? What is happening? They do so much. And it's what makes this offense my favorite offense to watch because it is a classic offense with a modern infusion. And I love it. I love watching the Rams offense on film. Y'all know how I feel about Sam Darnold. You know it.
Of course. Yeah, this is tough.
But the Rams were my OG Super Bowl pick.
And Ronnie. Big shout out to Ronnie.
Not the big shot. We are rolling with the Los Angeles Rams to
Nice.
win this game. 28-24.
Nice. I will say this. I'm only going to go to Seattle just to make it fun. But
Hey.
it sounds like a clinic is being ran offensively.
Oh, yeah.
Rams. And the fact that you're telling me it's a 13 package, which means there's only one wide receiver out there, and they got the option of going Devontae or Puka. Is Puka back? That's
Puka's back. Brother, here's the disrespectful part. They would run 13 personnel and have both of them on the bench.
That's wild. Are you? No, bro.
I'm dead serious. They'll have their third or fourth receiver as the receiver. And all they telling him to do is, hey, go run. Go run.
We ain't
gonna
even waste our legs on this. We're not gonna waste Puka. Hey,
That's
man.
exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Cardio. You out there, we try to throw it to you. Nah, we just gonna send this dude. Hey man, get some cardio, bro. hey,
that's all they telling, bro.
Show that 40 speed. Be ready, it might come to you.
Oh my god.
No, just go ahead.
Oh man, that's funny.
Like, when coaches, when they get mad at you, just tell you to take off. That's the Rams punishment. You're like, I'm doing that all week this week. Hey, go in that 13 set. You know what to run.
Oh, you know what to run. Oh my god.
Clear out. You are.
That's it. That is it. Coach, what's my route? It don't matter. Just go.
Run.
Run whatever you want to run.
Full speed too.
Oh man, but no, it is a masterful offense to watch. Masterful. I love it.
Nah, that's
yeah.
Be able to do that, because it was funny, because I seen one stat that was crazy about the Los Angeles Rams, and we give good football flowers. That's just what we do here. It was one stat that was the craziest stat I've ever seen in a while. Like, because I've seen Jerome Bettis do it from a running back standpoint. I think he had like 3 touchdowns and like 1 yard on 6 rushes or something goofy like that. I seen Devontae Adams get like 3 touchdowns on 3 catches for like 4 yards. It was something weird.
Yeah. It was the Jacksonville game. It was the Jacksonville game.
They literally probably were just putting him in the red zone. It's just like,
dog.
But that would make sense now that she's telling me sometimes they just have them on the bench, because they probably just marched the ball up the field in 13, and then went to the goal line. All right, Devontae, go get a touchdown.
Yeah. No, and that's the beautiful part is McVay is doing a great job of not overusing Puka and Devontae. And just one thing more. Look, I love talking football with just about everybody. I enjoy the conversation of football, because depending on who I'm in the conversation with, I know what level of chef I need to be at. Like I know, okay, this person don't know much. We at the drive-through right now. We so when we talk, we at Capitol Grill. Capitol Grill. There you go. One of my pet peeves is when people keep telling me, well, Puka's the best route runner in the game. Oh, it's his footwork. Bro, stop repeating what you think people are like, just because somebody says it. Like, stop repeating the most basic parrot analysis. Please. I'm gonna give you some insight. You want to sound smart next time we talk a little football about Puka Nacua? The best trait about Puka Nacua is his strength and his IQ. His strength and his IQ. That is what makes Puka so effective. His route running is good. Don't get me wrong. But he's far from the best route runner in the game. Far from the best route runner in the game. As a matter of fact, in Devontae's peak, Puka is still not better than what Devontae was in his peak as a route runner. Right. He's good. He's very good. But we don't not tell me he's the best route runner in the game just because somebody with makeup on a 4-letter network said that. Don't tell me that, because I'm gonna get offended. Yeah. I'm gonna get offended.
Yeah,
it's great. Exactly. His best assets is his strength and his smarts. That's what makes him so effective in getting open versus man. Strength, get off me. Getting open versus zone. IQ, I'm gonna sit here. IQ, I'm gonna take it up this way. And obviously, he has a quarterback who's an endangered species, and I appreciate him so much. So
Yeah.
next time somebody brings up Puka and they say footwork, you tell them you are a liar. It is strength and it is his smarts. Keep that in mind.
On that note, we can go ahead and conclude. We're gonna get some final words, but I do got one question for Mo while we're here.
Yes.
Rapid fire. Don't even think too hard about it. Matthew Stafford, is he a top 5 quarterback right now in the NFL?
Oh, yes.
What number is he?
Because Joe Burrow is on IR, he's number 2.
Okay. Say less. All right.
Yep.
So do you got any parlays for the people this week before we
I do actually.
Yeah.
I do actually. So where did it go? I miss you so. All right. Now these are a little
risque?
kind of.
So it's
Kind
that
of,
2 a.m.
slightly.
text message? It's that 2
What's
a.m.
that?
It's that 2 a.m. raunchy text message?
Yeah.
You see the 3 dots? You kind of like.
So here's a little parlay insight, right? A lot of times I build parlays being like, oh, well, there's no way this dude doesn't get 10 yards. And then the dude don't end up getting 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So my parlay is more designed this week, which I've done. I mix it up. I have found more success in picking 6 booms rather than 13 mids. Does that make sense? I got Drake London, 80 plus yards.
Good.
Rico Dowdle, 70 plus.
Nice.
E. Higgins, 50 plus. Jalen Warren, 70 yards plus. Woody Marks, 60 yards rushing. And a Mecca Obuka, 7 plus receptions. Those are all key cogs in matchups that they should be high usage. So that's my parlay right there.
Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to touch the parlay for this week because the games is too good. I just want to enjoy the
Yes.
football. I have a refrigerator full of 4 different of the finest craft beer. I'm going to pick
Love it.
Drink, and we're going to rock out that way. So,
yes, sir.
It said, Jermaine here to take us home, so I'll do it for you. We out.
Enjoy the games, baby.
Yes, sir.